I appreciate this, Tony. Thank you.
Man, no problem.
What's good, YouTube land? It's your boy. It's Boknows, y'all. I'm getting on. We about to get on. He had a little bit of situation going on, but again, I said, DVD said he was going to bring him to the table. We have him. So I am live now. As you guys look on my screen, I believe you guys see the man of the hour, or how long we can have him. So we have Tommy. We have DVD. So we will do a joint interview. We will pick a little bit of his brain, y'all. We're going to pick a little bit of his brain to see what's going on, how he be, and how he get down. For you guys knowing, you guys can ask questions. So some of them we will look at, some of them we will ask, some if we miss them, repeat it again. So again, Tommy, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Where can I see this at? You're live?
Yeah, I'm
live. Yeah, we're live. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna send you the link, Tommy, to your phone real quick. Where is my phone?
I'm live on Boknows.
Boknows?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I see it.
You see it?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right. First, wait, before we get into it, Tommy, you got to do your epic thing, though, man. Everybody's a fan of it. You got to do the Instagram thing. You got to do the Instagram thing.
I don't mind doing it. Let's get it in. Instagram. Let these niggas know who the fuck I am. It's Instagram.
There you go, man. There you go. Definitely, man. Definitely. To start it off, Tommy, how did you become a YouTuber?
Well, I was doing what was called Blog Talk Radio, and I was doing all my shows there. And they started taking clips of the show and putting it on YouTube just because it was a different platform, and said, well, take some of your stuff, your good stuff, and put it on YouTube. And that's how it started.
Okay.
When it started that way, Tommy, did you have somebody that you said, I wanna structure yourself as, or you say, you know what, I see the way that person is doing their channel, I want to follow? Or did you say you had in mind that I'm going to go in your own mindset?
I didn't go into it thinking I was going to do a YouTube channel. My whole thing, I'm just putting up some clips of my radio show. I thought that people would come more over to my radio show, and it was just another way of bringing traffic. I never looked at YouTube as anything other than that.
Okay.
So now, with that being said, you never looked at it as that. But now, since you've been in it, what is your outtake on it now? Since because before you said you didn't look at it as that. You were just putting up stuff. So after you done been in it for so long, what is your outtake on it?
Still look at it as an avenue to be able to get your message across and to be able to advertise whatever it is that you're trying to do. I think that a lot of Black people jumped on YouTube really late. And that's why everybody's trying to make a buck off of it now, when the money was 08. The money was 12. Now it's just a glut of people doing the same thing. So it becomes different now. Just to me, it's more advertising who I am and what I do. Like how I was able to advertise it, make sure that when I come and do my show here in Vegas, there were people here to watch it. So that's more of what it is. It's still advertising. It's just advertising with a revenue stream now.
Okay. I like that. So right now then, Tommy, with you seeing a lot of colored people come on right now, what is your message to not just colored people, to people in general?
Uh-oh, it knocked me off. Hold on a second, it'll come back. There it goes.
Okay.
To people in general?
Yeah, or either colored people. What's your message when you come on? What do you want people to get from? Because like you said, you had the radio station. What did you want people to get from your message, from your messages?
My biggest thing is men's rights and how men are being mistreated, especially when it comes to the lives of their children, but all over, as you see with the Me Too movement. So my biggest message is to try and get people to understand when you rid men from the environment, from the culture, from the family, then you destroy the environment, the culture, and the family. Try to get people to understand the importance of men.
Okay. Okay. And I actually like that you put it that way, because most people don't really look at that once men are gone from the home, there's a big difference. And it's not so much that it's a put down for the woman, it's just that there's a big, huge difference when there is not a male in the family. There's a big difference. For me, there's a huge difference. Yeah.
In the Black community, we're told, the women grow up and they say, I don't need a man, I don't want a man. And if you hear this as a little boy, if you hear this enough, chances are you're not going to want to be a man, because you keep hearing people say that they don't need men.
Whoa. Could you repeat that again?
Well, you have enough women saying that they don't need a man, then the boy grows up hearing this woman, and this boy doesn't want to be a man. So then you have all these so-called gay men and whatever, and the women are wondering why is there so many of them. Well, you just made it to where there's no reason for this man to want to be a man or this boy to want to be a man when he grows up.
Okay. I see.
It's like, people in your chat room, you got somebody named Justin Trick who says, Tommy has a kid he doesn't take care of. But I think he put it off, but he meant of. Yet he's coming out with a movie called A Fatherless America. You have to understand what we have to deal with. You have another person who says Tommy is gay. These are the type of retorts you have to the things that I'm saying. So you think of the conversation you and I were just having about the importance of fathers and about the importance of men. And you have one saying I'm gay and another one saying I have a kid that I don't take care of.
Mm-hmm.
We can't grow as a people when all you do is have people not addressing whatever it is you say, but you have people addressing what they believe your personality is and what they don't like about your personality. And the worst part about that is it's the same men you're out there fighting for. So these men who come at me and tell me I got kids I don't take care of and stuff like that will be the same men who caught up in like the football player and all these other people, or like all of these men who are getting caught up in the Me Too movement. And the person who's saying Tommy is gay, you have to ask yourself, these are the same dudes who end up having their lives destroyed by some woman, yet they still want to attack a man. For what? Nobody ever says a woman doesn't take care of her kids when she drops them off at the when she drops them off at the hospital. Nobody ever says a woman doesn't take care of her kids when she puts them up for adoption. Nobody else ever talks about, hey woman, let's talk about those kids you aborted. You shouldn't be able to talk about XYZ. They never do that. They do it to you.
All right. With that being said, this is a disclaimer. I'm gonna put
D.
Yeah.
Mute your YouTube.
My YouTube's not on. You heard me? Do you hear my YouTube?
I hear you.
But do you hear? Am I getting feedback, Bo?
Yeah. You can. On my end, I'm getting feedback.
Well, that's on. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think that's on you, Bo.
Yeah, because I hear you fine now.
Yeah, that's on you. I'm gonna put a disclaimer out there, guys. Please don't. If you have a question, please come up in here and ask a question. Don't come up in here and bash the guest, please, or you will be blocked. I'm letting you be known now. The moderators will block you if you don't have a question. Please do not come up in here and bash the person that's on the panel. We're not about that here, and we're not going to be about that. So please don't come up in here and bash. If you have a question, say it in the form of a question. I'm pretty sure we'll ask it and Tommy will answer it. Am I right, Tommy?
No, that's right. Because see, I don't mind Dvdking, but you got to look at it when you have somebody like Leviticus says, Crispy, you paid your child support. Have Crispy, you paid your child support yet to your mini baby mamas?
So with that being said, we're going to continue to go. Let's talk about this DVD. Well, this movie, Fatherless America.
Mm-hmm.
When did you decide to actually do this DVD? And what made you actually say, you know what, this needs to be done. This has to be done.
Well, because I have been pushing this since 2009, since I started with just the idea of what it is. Like there's a problem with men being able to be in their children's lives, that women can take them away from the child and then still force them to pay child support. So I wanted to talk about how men like myself, since you're wondering how I can make that movie, have been in situations to where the women are blaming men who are not the fathers of their children, putting those men on child support, and then those men find out that the kid is not theirs. But the woman, nothing happens to her for lying. It dogs you your whole life. The woman doesn't come out and say, yes, I lied. But common sense would be, if I owed anything, I would be in jail right now. But it doesn't matter, because you'd rather just say some crap than deal with the point. And in 2009 and 13, I said, I'd like to be able to do like a small documentary about it. And then the documentary got a little bit bigger.
Okay. And for the guys, for the people that's in the chat, one of the questions I saw was, Tommy, stop looking at the chat. Why would he stop looking at the chat? He has to look at the chat so he can see what type of questions that you guys are asking.
Thank you.
That's the only way he's going to know what to answer, what not to answer. So, again, guys, y'all know, again, majority of the ones that are new to my channel, you guys know I don't really do drama. I don't do it. I get that you guys want to ask some questions, but if you're going to ask him a question, how about this? Ask him a legitimate question. Don't ask him what you heard. Don't ask him what you think it is. If you got a legitimate question you guys want to ask him, I'm quite sure he will answer it. But if you call him names, he will not answer any questions. Also, Tommy, I have a question. I have a question with the, when you said the football question. Not so much the question when you talked about it. What do you think about him hitting her? Do you think he should play? Do you think he should play for another team? Do you think not? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I don't believe in them taking a guy's career away, because we never do anything like that for a woman. That again goes back to my whole plight, that this man hit this woman, but this woman hit this man. This woman, we don't know what she was doing. This woman was arrested for drinking underage. She was drunk and 19. So how is it this woman can get away with whatever she did to him, but he's supposed to lose his entire career because women have enough power to say he should never work in this town again? Okay. Nobody says that, what's her name? The one who we believe killed her daughter. Nobody says she should never be able to work again. So no, I definitely be able to get a job. Now, if his current team fired him, that's one thing. But to say he should never get a job because of what he did, we never do women like that. So we should never do men like that either.
Right. So do you think society has a double standard then when it comes to men and women?
Yes. Matter of fact, whenever a woman is known for abusing a man, what happens is they laugh at the man who got abused.
Right, because they say more of he's a coward. Not so much he's a coward. They say he's a wuss. They say, how you let her do that? But then, and when you cross that over, once he do put his hands on her, then he becomes that coward. Then he's become something different, less of a man because he put his hands on that woman. Okay. I get it. So I saw another one of your videos that you did with the women. One had 9 kids, one had 12. I like how you actually put that video in perspective as far as and they both were under 35. Am I correct on that?
Yep.
Or no? Okay, they both was under 35, and I looked at, if a man does it, it's a little bit different than a woman doing it. Can you explain why is there a difference between a man and a woman?
Well, it's just like when these dudes are making these comments. You have to think about it this way. A woman sits there and she has to go to the government to get the government to help take care of her kids. They don't harass that woman. They don't go around talking crap to that woman. She has kids by several different men on child support, several different men that she can put in jail, and she's getting help from the state. They don't harass that woman. They don't make fun of that woman. They don't go up bringing her record. They do nothing. They call her a queen. They say she's strong for taking care of those kids, even though she's not taking care of those kids, even though she puts those kids in bad situations. Then you have to look at it like this. Those kids are coming out of one vagina. This woman had the option to be able to get on any type of birth control she wanted. This woman had yet another option to be able to take those kids and put them in any type of foster home or put them up for adoption.
Right.
Didn't. And she did it and couldn't afford it. Yet somebody stepped in and helped her. But when a man has 12 kids and he can't afford it, does anybody step in and help him? No, they don't.
He's either going to get his license taken, or if his license doesn't get taken, then he's going to jail. What I don't get is when you take his license, then how is he supposed to get? I mean, yeah, you got other means to get the work, but how does he supposed to get the work if he actually has a vehicle to get the work?
And check this out. Once you put that on him, once he get out of jail, who gonna hire him?
No, but not only who's gonna hire him, he still owes.
Yep. It ain't like you knock it down. It ain't like you spend 6 months in jail and you come out with less of a bill. No, while you were in jail, it kept.
It's going to accumulate. But the thing what I don't understand with that concept is with child support. What I didn't understand is why is it two type of increase on it? You know what I'm saying? You got two kind of increases on that child support. Meaning with that child, you got to pay. How should I put it? Because me, I didn't know it until they told me, and I had a little bit of back pay I had to pay on it. But I was like, why is it not going down? You got two type of that they trying to hit you with. I don't know why I got a brain fart. I'll go back to it, but I got a brain fart on both of them. That say it again. You got interest, and then you got interest, and you got something else on top of the interest. Why I got a brain fart? I don't know why I got a brain fart. But you get taxed, you get hit twice. So it's like you get hit doubled on it. So it's like it never goes down. Unless you pay a lump sum.
I know some men paying child support and their kids are in their 30s. They're still paying back child support. Kid is in the 30s.
Yeah, when I was about finished with mine, the lady I talked to, she said there was a man that was 80 something that was still paying child support. He was 80 something, and she told me he was still paying child support. So, and I was like, wow. So let me look and see if there is any questions inside of the chat that are good, legitimate questions that Tommy probably would want to answer.
Look at some if you'd like. Like one says, Tommy, you cannot put every black woman in the box of some black women. I don't put every black woman in the box of some black women. Do you understand that 50% of my audience is black women? So maybe they're smarter than you. Mm-hmm. Smart people understand you're not talking about you. Just like when somebody says black men need to take care of their kids, I don't jump up you don't see black men jumping up getting pissed. The ones who do take care of their kids will then say, we know there's a bunch of other ones who don't. The movie should be coming out this month. I was trying to get it out on my birthday.
Also, guys, before I forget, Tommy did go live today. And when he went live today, for the ones that don't know, he will be on a show tomorrow. So, Tommy, can you explain and let the people know that's going on, what you got going on tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll be on CBS. I think it's tomorrow in some areas, Friday in some areas. You can look it up of your local listings. It is a show called Face the Truth with me and Vivica Fox.
And that show came about from an actual another YouTuber, which they called a YouTube star because you was right. I never heard of her. You was right on that. But the whole thing is, it's stated from another YouTuber. Can you touch on a little bit on, why they invited you to that show?
Well, apparently I hurt her feeling so bad doing the videos about her that she decided, which is smart, she decided to try and turn it into an opportunity for herself. And she knew that I had a name. So she asked me, she basically played with me. She said, are you willing to do this show with me? And I said, sure, I'll do it. And I was making fun of the fact that she claimed she lost her hair and scarred her scalp by wearing wigs and weaves. And yet afterwards, she continues to wear wigs and weaves. So I did not understand how she wanted people to feel sorry for her in one breath for wearing wigs and weaves and then turn around and wearing wigs and weaves.
Right. Yeah, if it's not a bad, I agree, guys. If it's not a bad question, yeah, let the questions ride. Do not delete the questions if it's not a bad question, guys. Let them ride.
I don't mind asking general questions. Somebody said, why do I have a Trump hat on? One, I'm in the Trump hotel. Two, I voted for Donald Trump.
There you go. He answered your question on that one. Now, Tommy, there's an interesting video that's going all over the place. A very, very, very interesting video. And it's about Hassan Campbell. We're going to talk about the interesting video that happened with Hassan Campbell and the person calling the feds on him. Video. How do you now? I've seen you because you and Styles did a video. You and Sonetta did a video together. What is your personal opinion? Do you think it was right, or do you honestly think it was actually wrong that he went a little bit too far on actually doing that?
I said it was wrong. I asked him, I said, have you called the feds on anybody else? So why would you call it on this one dude? And you don't call it because you know. You don't call the feds on people you know doing wrong. You call the feds on a dude because you don't like him. And the fact that he wouldn't even admit that this was personal. It's personal, and it was wrong.
I like that. I like that. I like that. So you guys getting it, I don't want to say rough and raw, but you guys getting it as far as him answering some of you guys' questions. And he looked at them. So I do like how he did come out. Boknows, your boy.
Yeah, Leviticus just keeps on with the same questions. Crispy, when you going to start bleaching your skin? Like Leviticus just writes the same stuff. So he don't even care that the owners of the channel said, hey, don't get what your point is, but he just keeps doing it.
It's done. I got it.
Yeah, but that's the problem with us as black folks, though. Like, we don't know how to have civilized discourse. If you got me here, ask a normal question.
Right.
Ask me what I do online. Why not do that?
Right.
Okay.
Right. And that's the thing. Everybody wants to attack, and it's not so much, guys, about attacking. It's about getting inside his brain and figuring out why he says some of the stuff that he says. So when it comes to him bashing women, is he really bashing women, or is he talking about the situation in hand? So Tommy,
I want somebody to do though, bro. I want somebody to tell me you said this, it's a lie. Have you noticed no one says you said this, it's untrue? They just say you're black and your mama's black, so you shouldn't say these things. Well, who should say it? Would it be better if a white man came out and said this stuff we're doing in the black community is ridiculous? Who should say it? That's all I want to know. If a black man can't say it, then who?
Okay.
Now, Tommy, you've done a lot in your career. You've done a lot. For a lot of people that don't know, Tommy is a rapper. He does rap, and he has some very good songs. Am I right, Tommy?
Well, they're okay.
No, actually, no. Hey, Dick Jones is funny. That's a good one.
I make about $60,000 a year off my music.
Yeah. So he's a rapper. He's also a stand-up comedian. So you guys have to understand that all that plays a part into his YouTube channel. So all that plays a big part into his YouTube channel.
Hold up, dude. Before you go to the next thing, what made you? Some people asking, what is your platform about? Tommy, can you let the people know what your platform about? What your platform is about on YouTube? And you got to look at. He has more than one channel.
Well, it's like I said earlier. One of it is men's rights and showing the inequality between men and women. The other is to show how much shit that black women get away with. Excuse my French, but I just think that black women get away with way too much stuff that the normal person does not. Anybody else that acts the way that black women act, we'd say there's a problem. But because black women act this way and we don't view them as people who would do different, we allow it to happen. The person who said, where's the movie? Yes, it's never coming out. Why do you keep asking? It's never coming out. So, but this person who says, where's the movie? Do me a favor. I will give you your money back right now that you donated, since it's so pressing for you. So go ahead and write in there to them how much money you donated, what your email is, and I will literally give it back to you right now. If not, then my question is, what is your point now? The movie that you don't believe I'm making ain't coming out, hadn't come out when you thought it should have come out, but you didn't donate. So I'm trying to understand what's your point, sir.
Okay. And what was your question, Siege? What was your question?
Is where's the movie, Tommy? And then it says February 1st, 2080, y'all. And he got a picture of my face in his profile. This is how childish. No one ever says, let me address this man like an adult.
Right. Right. And for me, watching your shows, most people that go left, should I say, it goes left because they never come at you with asking you direct questions. It's always about a name calling or this and that. But is there a reason why you go back and forth with them? Or that was my question. Is it a reason why you go back and forth with them instead of just going straight directly and then go on to the next and then go on to the next thing? Because they ignorant. Does that make sense with what I'm saying?
To make a point that if what I'm saying is so wrong, why is it that I can't feel like when I'll do a show, and Dvdking will tell you, I'll do a show and say anybody can call in and ask me anything. Where's all these people who making videos about me? Why aren't they calling in? If they're saying they can show you I'm a fraud, they can show you I'm a scam artist and all this, why wouldn't they call in and just do it to where I'd have to hang up in their face because they weren't yelling, they weren't calling me names, they were just telling me what I lied about, and then I'd have to address it. Shrinking Sharon says, let me address you. Why are you so full of hate? Like, what kind of question is that? Think about that question. Why are you so full of hate? But if the person doesn't believe, that's your view of it. Right. That's like saying, why is that chocolate cake so good? And you're like, well, I don't like chocolate cake. I don't know what you're saying. Right. If you believe that what I'm saying is hate, then you're a grown woman. Stop watching me. Am I full of hate or are you too stupid to stop watching?
Right. Hold on, I got it. I don't know what's going on with my mind. With certain stuff I can see y'all can get rid of. Certain stuff I can see y'all can get rid of. Like, does you dressing? Come on, man. Really?
So, Tommy, back on to now everybody's seen. Now, this is one question I want to ask you. I've been wanting to ask you this for a long time. Why is it that, you know, and I tried to reach out to Charlamagne to ask him this question too. Why is it that Tariq Nasheed was invited to the Breakfast Club, but then turn around, you was invited, but they didn't accept you couldn't get in? Why is that? Why?
Tariq Nasheed is friends. I did not know. Tariq Nasheed is friends with Charlamagne. So that I did not know. So what happened was Charlamagne was like, yeah, you can come up here anytime you in New York, just come on through. And then that whole thing happened with, what's it, DJ Vlad.
Yeah, that was another thing I wanted to talk about too, with the DJ Vlad situation, because that was another video that went viral. Everybody was sharing it. It was like a big thing. And the question was like, and like I said, I've reached out to Vlad, and I don't know if you know who DJ Academics is, but me and DJ Academics had a conversation about this situation, and he felt like I felt like Vlad actually set that up. But I wanted to ask you, because Vlad told you he was going to release the interview, but he never did. So, what is your take on DJ Vlad now? But before then, because you big up DJ Vlad before then, because you know I've seen you talk about him before. So
I only big up as far as he was having me on the show. I didn't watch DJ Vlad.
Yeah, I know. But the whole thing is, what is your take on him now that he never did? Because he told you, he was like, yeah, I'm coming out with it, I'm going to release it and all that. So what is your take on it now?
My take is he's full of shit. But I mean, I can't dwell on it. I don't think he's a good guy, but again, I can't dwell on it. That's my personal opinion. That's because of what he's done to me. That doesn't mean everybody else should feel the same way I feel. That's why I hate when like Shrinking Sharon's stupid ass sitting up here saying, I don't watch your stupid show. I'm on both show. Then bitch, don't ask me shit. How about that? Don't watch my stupid show, you dumb hoe. Don't ask me shit. I think that's the problem with nigresses, and that's why I don't like the majority of black hoes, because they sit there and say, let me ask you dumb questions, and then say, I don't watch you. Well, bitch, you shouldn't ask me shit. Excuse my French.
Right. So that's the question that I have to ask. So when you went at her because of the way she came at you?
Yes. See, before, you remember, I wasn't saying anything to her like that, but then she sat up there and said, your stupid show. Well, once you call my show stupid, then I'll open to call you whatever I want to call you. Should be, especially say you don't watch it. I don't understand how a logical person wouldn't say, why are you talking to someone as if you watch them and you don't? Like, why wouldn't you just shut the fuck up and let other people who actually watch me ask me a question?
Right. Okay. So maybe y'all can get an understanding then of why he, I want to say the way, well, maybe you guys can get an understanding of why he comes back the way he comes back with. If you guys want him, and that's the thing, everybody don't want the insults, everybody don't want the comeback. But my thing is, if he's telling you, here's the thing for me, everybody know how I get down on my channel. If he's telling you how to deal with him, then deal with him as such.
Like this woman told me, shut up, you attention whore. Bitch, you're talking to me. Do you understand? You're happy right now that I'm responding to you. You'll probably go fuck your man better. You'll probably go or either finger yourself. Whatever it is you do, you feel good about it. Because if you didn't, you know what you did if you were any kind of classy woman? You'd leave me alone. You'd say, I have nothing to say to this evil, hateful man that I don't watch. And then you want to say, you're not afraid of me. Bitch, you are in the comment section typing. I am talking to a screen. Neither one of us can physically harm each other or do anything to each other.
Okay, with that being said, we're gonna keep it pushing. So, Tommy, let me ask you this. A lot of people don't like the video where you had the car accident. Now, I understand on, what happened with the car accident. But a lot of people, can you actually explain in your actual words where you can't, other than people being negative towards you, can you explain actually what actually happened with the car accident and why you did what you did? Because a lot of people are just looking at the video like, oh, he went off on her, but it was no reason to. So can you actually explain why you actually went off on her so people can understand why you did that?
Well, I've done it a few times, but here's what happened. The woman hit me and literally almost knocked me off the bridge, apologized for hitting me, said she was sorry for hitting me. Then all of a sudden, when the police came, she was over with the police telling them the story by herself. And I didn't say anything. I was standing by my car. The police guy gets ready to walk back to his car. I then went and asked him, hey, are you going to ask me for my side of the story? And she said, what side? It's your fault, nigga. You hit me. And I was completely shocked because before he came, she was apologizing to me. So then I said, excuse me, ma'am, I'm talking to him. So I go and I asked him and he said, well, typically don't take police reports on damage under $1,000. And I said, but you just took a report from her. I saw you standing there asking her. She then said, it was your fault, nigga. These words that she said to me. And I said, bitch, I'm not talking to you. So at this point, he was asking me for my stuff, her for her stuff, and he was going to give them both of our stuff back to each other after we got it, and he was going to, exchange it, and said that we deal with our own people. And I said, I still would like to talk to you. So I walked back over to my car, waiting on him to take all of our information down and to give it back to me. As I'm over to my car, I'm recording with my cell phone the damage to my car to make sure, because once he said he's not going to take the stuff, I'm like, okay, we got a problem. So then I sit there and while I was recording my stuff, she walked over into my camera as I was saying, and here's where she hit me. And she said, I didn't hit you, you hit me, nigga. And you can tell that's when I went off.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, I gotta look at, and Tommy, I know you're new to my channel. Tommy, and I appreciate you coming in. Most people, here's the thing, why everybody is the way they is in my chat. For the ones that's coming over that do know you or coming at you because they see your name on my platform, that's cool. Huh?
Since that's your moderator, tell Sharon to leave me the fuck alone. Dead ass. Because it's getting irritating.
No, I'm make sure I say it. I'm make sure I say it. But my thing is the reason why people is going the way they're going is because they know certain things I don't do on my channel, which is fine. My thing is Sharon, do me a favor, Sharon. Just calm down. Let it be. If you was gonna ask him, I mean, it's kind of maybe a little bit too late to ask him a question now because y'all done went at each other.
He asked me a question, I answer it. There's no reason for this bitch to talk to me like this. I haven't done anything to her. I haven't shown anyone any disrespect to the beginning to this motherfucker does this. And it doesn't make sense. Ask a fucking question. If you're not going to ask me a real question, then why don't you just leave me the fuck alone?
So Sharon, if you're going to ask him a question, just ask him a legitimate question. If not, Sharon, please. We trying to make sure we get him in and we get him out. So
that's an adult thing to do. If the person just says, look, I don't feel what you're asking me now is stupid. I don't want to address you. I'm trying to read these comments to address the real question. If you're just going to keep fucking with me, why don't you stop and I won't say nothing and we both will leave each other alone? Right. Why is that not something people would do as adults?
Right, exactly. So, and Erica hit it on the nose. She says, if you don't like someone, don't talk or listen to them seriously. So, and that's what it is, guys. And the biggest thing for me was the reason why I wanted him to come on was for him to come on for you guys to get a different side of him. But don't expect for him to be calm, cool, collective if you guys are attacking him.
You guys got to understand this. He has an opinion, just like everybody else does. Everybody in the world has an opinion, and these are his opinions on what black women do, what black women are. These are his opinions. He's not saying all. He's not saying all. Am I right, Tom?
And I think that's the part you guys got to get. When he's saying it, he's not saying everybody take it, because when he talk, he's talking, but he's not saying all black women. When have y'all ever, and it's funny because I heard him say this, when have he ever said all black women?
Never. And again, my 50% of my audience is black women. So the black women who act like they have a big problem with me, they need to speak for themselves and stop acting like they're speaking for every black woman. Because when I did my show here in Vegas, there were more black women at the show than anybody else. So it doesn't make sense to sit there and just keep acting like you're speaking for black women and ignoring the black women who aren't bothered by what I say. Just like Erica said, I'm not offended. He's not talking to me. What, are you going to go at Erica now because she doesn't think like you?
You're right. And then, guys, for who you vote for, does it so he wrong? Okay, so
right.
So my thing is, he wrong for who he voted. Okay, my thing is, within you voting for Trump, if you want to, what's one of the reasons why you chose to vote for Trump instead of Hillary? What made you say he's a better candidate? I don't mind
telling them why I voted for Trump. I would wish they'd ask. See, this is what I mean. See, you asked a simple question. It's an adult question. First off, it's 2 white people we could have voted for. If black people think that white people are racist, why would the one who's the wife of the man who incarcerated the most black men in the history of the United States other than slavery? He incarcerated with the 3 strikes rule. He ruined black families. Yet black women are running around calling him the first black president. Y'all don't go after him like y'all go after me. How does that make sense, bro? Bo, ask yourself.
Right. No, I get what you're saying. I totally get what you're saying.
More Negroes than any time in history other than slavery.
Right.
Destroyed black families. None of these black folks are getting online messing with him like they messing with me.
Right. Right. And the thing you guys got to look at, Sugar Sharon, you said you was asking for yourself, not every black woman. Would then ask that question then for yourself then. And then he can come at you and say, I'm not talking to you, Sugar Sharon. I'm talking for the women that are like that.
Regular questions. But when you ask like that person asked, and I don't mind answering, but it's a stupid question. Why are you aggressive to black women, but you weren't aggressive to Tariq Nasheed?
Actually, I looked at the video. I looked at that video, and he basically, I didn't see him back down. He asked, "Why was you here?"
I said the
he
same
didn't run.
Right here on run.
Yeah, he didn't run. I didn't see him go nowhere. It was just, it's because there was no fisticuffs going on, no punching.
Here's what I asked, Bo. If I was scared, let me tell you something where I was. I was in a place sitting in a chair, just like I'm sitting right now. There's one door in, one door out. Dude walks in, said everything he was gonna say, then he left. I stayed for 2 more hours sitting in that same chair in a city that's not my city. It's his city. For 2 more hours interviewing. Then I walked out. If I was scared, you think I'd have done that? Who you know do that? If you were scared, somebody outside is waiting to fuck you up, what would you do? You wouldn't go out there.
Right.
But what a lot of people don't know is before that interview, now, I don't know where it went left at, but Tariq Nasheed and Tommy was actually involved in a little group, correct, Tommy?
Online. So when they say I backed down from a woman, I kept making videos about him before I went to that interview and after. So what backing down did I do from him that I don't do from women? Go ahead, show the video of me slapping the shit out of some black woman. Show the video of me beating the shit out of some black woman. Go ahead, show the video of me putting the hands on some black woman. That's all I'm waiting on. Because that's the only way you can say, well, this black woman said something to you and you put your hands on her. We saw it, sir. This Tariq said something to you, got in your face, and you didn't touch him. That would be fair. To sit there and act like I'm whooping black women's asses and you ain't never seen it, that doesn't make sense. I ain't fighting nobody. You don't see any fights of me with anybody because that's you niggas' problem. You think that because somebody disagrees with you or somebody has a word with you, your dumb ass supposed to go out and fucking fight, idiot.
Tommy, what do you think about interracial relationships? Is they good, they bad, or does it even matter to you?
It doesn't matter to me. I think you fall in love with whoever you fall in love with. Like seriously, you fall in love with somebody, that's who you're with. Okay. And then I can't. Like I said, I get what you guys are saying, but you guys know. Like I said, you guys know. GoPro is fucking lying. Tommy says when he saw Tariq, he was gonna do something. That's a fucking lie, you jackass. And that's what I mean. Y'all allow the trolls to come in here. He know nobody has a videotape of me saying, if I see Tariq, I'm gonna fuck him up. That never happened. I said, what does Tariq think he's going to do if he keeps down this road of trying to make me go broke? If I go broke, do he think I'm just going to sit there and take it? You make me go broke, I'm coming to see you, is what I said.
Right.
The fuck?
What would you
his ass? And then your bitch ass host is still sitting up there saying, truth, GoPro, Donnie. See, that's what I mean. Why would I not call this bitch who said she don't watch me telling what that man said is truth?
All right, look.
Everything negative against me, this bitch saying is true. Dvdking, no, I ain't never said no shit like that.
Yeah, I know, because I know Tommy. Like I said, me and Tommy, we done been on shows together. I done called in. I done been on his show. Look, guys, look, this is the deal. Now, I know how some of you guys feel about Tommy. I know this, okay? I know how some of his subscribers feel about himself. So the whole thing is, but you guys have to understand, you guys are on this channel. You guys are, you guys have seen different interviews. You guys have seen me interview a lot of people. You've seen Bo interview a lot of people. But at the end of the day, we're not going to accept you guys trolling the guests. We're not. So even if you're regular over here, we're still not going to accept you. So I'm going to let this be known right now because I do have a wrench. If I
beg you to leave me alone. The man who is the host of the show begged you to leave me alone. You still refuse now. So you don't even have respect for the dude who's running the damn show.
And that's the thing. I mean, my biggest thing is to you guys. Is look, yeah, if y'all respect my channel, which I'm knowing it's a lot of you guys that do. So the ones that do, come on, y'all, come on. Let's act right. Let's act right. If you don't want him to act a certain way, then you guys don't act a certain way. Yeah, I can get on here and say, Tommy, don't be calling women bees, don't be this and that. I can go there. Yes, I can. But at the end of the day, if you don't want to keep getting called out your name or keep it going left, because he sees it. He sees what you guys are writing. So if he sees what you guys are writing, then again, do you not want him to reply to what you're saying?
Because I don't mind.
Think about what I just said. He sees what you're writing. Do you not want him to reply back to what you're saying? You said you watched his shows before. So if you watched his shows before and you know how he get down, then why would you guys keep making it to the point to where he's going to come at you? He's not going to just let you keep falsifying his name.
There you go.
He gonna dress it. Because you got to think about it. If I was in his shoes and I see somebody, you got to think about it. I do it in a different manner than he will. But if I hear somebody falsifying my name while I'm there, trust me, I'm gonna dress it.
Like the guy, he said, but you did say you gonna come see him. Yes, I said it. And I said there was a caveat. If he makes me go broke, am I fucking broke or am I right here in the damn Las Vegas in the Trump Plaza? Am I broke? No. Let him make me go broke, then come and run up in my face like that. That would be threat. It'd be the same thing if I said, dude, you put your hands on my kid, I'm fucking you up. If that dude runs up on me and be like, fuck me up now, you haven't touched my kid.
Right.
I'm just gonna fight you off top just because you said this? That don't make sense.
I tell you.
Yeah. So and we gonna have people that's not gonna. I'm loving it because Tommy, you bring people here that I see what you go through. I see what you go through on your channel.
Like I told you before, I am you in my sector of YouTube. Remember, I told you that I am you in my sector of YouTube. But trust and believe, you know, I actually see what Tommy goes through, and you guys got to understand it's his opinion. And everybody, just like everybody have an opinion about me, that's y'all opinion. But you guys got to understand, he has his own opinion. If you think that he's talking about you, then you know what? I think was it somebody that it was somebody that told me something yesterday. They said, look, if you think somebody's talking about you and you cringe up, what does that mean? You guilty. You ain't talking about you.
Right. And then I'm address Don King. He says, Mr. Bo, should Tommy be allowed to name call the black women in this way? You gotta think about it. I get that it's my show, but listen to what you just said. You said, is he allowed? At the end of the day, he grown like I am. So am I supposed to I mean, yeah, I can tell him that that's not how my show goes. Yeah, and he can leave. So are you guys going to get what you wanted from him?
Respect breeds respect. I would
back up. Could you repeat that again? Wait a minute, could you repeat that again?
Respect. Every question that was normally asked, I answered, didn't have a problem. When you come in here talking about some stupid crap, how much STDs you got? I heard you gay. Stupid shit like that. This doesn't make any sense. There isn't. What you should be asking me about is what you see me do online, because that's who I am. Asking me what the hell I do in my own damn house, that makes no sense because I don't know who you are and I don't know
none of your business. Yeah, it's none of you guys' business. I mean, as far as some of the questions you guys are asking, but you're looking for a legitimate answer on a question that's some of them might not be your business.
His question. What Siege? What did you say? Write one now so I can get it. And while I'm waiting on Siege to answer something, I'm gonna ask Tito. Just what is your end game? My end game, Tito, in my opinion, is there's a small group of black people who know this is wrong. If you can get that small group of black people to be able to voice their opinion and just go off on their own. We don't have to be told because we're black, we got to go along with this stuff. Do you understand how many black people look and see the stuff is wrong, but they don't know how to respond because everybody tells them if you're black, it should be like this? Like that woman I was talking about earlier today. Do you hear what she said about her own friend? He said he left a conversation she was having where she was cussing this dude out. He said he left. She asked him why. He said it gave him PTSD because it reminded him of a nigga Thanksgiving. He said he said basically Thanksgiving at his house is a whole bunch of people yelling and screaming like that. And he didn't want to be a part of it. Do you know she called him a punk and said he must not be black if he ain't used to this? So every black person got to be used to somebody yelling and screaming?
Anything else you see out there, Mr. Tommy, that you want to address?
I'm waiting on Serge to write because I know he said I haven't answered his question, so I'm waiting on him or her to write it. I'm black.
I'm black as sport, Tommy. Okay.
That makes me a coon. I'm a coon. That Irv Gotti is saying exactly what I'm trying to say. Like, think about it. If me and the people who follow me are such coons, why the hell is it that the people who don't like me keep following us? We don't try to bother other people. We're asking to be left alone. Do you enjoy what you do? Is it pretty taxing at times? Siege, I like what I do, but it's more taxing than anything now. It's more taxing because I try to have a regular conversation with people. You can ask me anything about what I do and why I say it, but the people don't want to ask me that. And I hate that. Because why would I be a person who's always talking about, let's just say, nutrition for children? And yet every time I get on stage, someone asks me, am I gay? Every time I get on stage, someone asks me, do you hate adults? Like, I'm talking about nutrition for children. All I've talked about is nutrition for children. If you hate me, it should be the talking points I've made about nutrition for children. So if you hate me, your talking point should be about the things you've heard me say that you think are wrong and make me answer for them.
Right.
Have an opportunity to put me on the hot seat. Do it.
Right, and that's the thing. Wait a minute, Tommy, and that's it for me, guys. Y'all know when I bring people here, and I get that you guys are asking them some questions, but again, when you guys ask him the questions you ask him, he's here. He's in the hottest seat that he can be in, and that's the reason why you guys ask him questions. He go live, he do interviews, and he go live his own self for some real live questions, so that way he can educate you on his opinion. Let me see. Have you ever gone too far? What's too far, Billy Bob? What do you mean by going too far? But Tommy,
I've regretted. I can say I don't know if this answers this question, but I've regretted some things I've said, like with the woman on the side of the road. I was the first one that came out and said I regretted the fact that I yelled at that woman and then put the video up. It didn't help me. It hurt me. It hurt my cause. Because remember, she didn't put the video up. I did.
Right.
So let me ask you, Tommy.
This M-Light person, this person keeps asking me, do you have a son? Then turns around and says, you can't speak freely on Tommy's platform. After I just told M-Light, and M-Light has been the person that stalks me all the time. M-Light, why am I answering questions for you that I've answered several damn times, and it means you don't believe me? First, I shouldn't have to answer to you if I got a fucking son or not. That's not your business. But second, it's been answered 1,000 times. And no matter how many times I answer it, y'all keep saying, that's a lie. That's a lie. He looked just like you. Well, then why ain't he out saying it?
Now, Tommy, I'm going to ask you this. With YouTube and how strict YouTube is getting now, where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? What is your goal for the next 10 years on how strict YouTube is getting now?
Oh, not doing this. That's why I love doing my live shows. The live shows are better because niggas too broke to show up and too scared to come there and talk that shit to my face.
Now, you started this tour. This is the first tour you've done, right? Or you've done a second tour?
15.
All right. So now you started this tour.
Wait, D. M-Light, does it matter?
Yeah, they won't leave me alone. She won't.
Does it matter? I mean, that's my question. Does it matter? And yes, y'all, I do have some webbles for letting him on my show. I'm not, like I said, I ain't afraid of nobody. Either y'all gonna like the show or y'all not gonna like the show. But at the end of the day, my job is to interview whoever I want on my channel, and I'm gonna interview them. You gotta think about it. It's the same thing with Touch Tone. I had the same thing with Touch Tone, guys. My thing is, if you guys feel like you want to learn something from that person, good or bad, that's the reason why I bring them on. That's the reason. So if you want to ask me that question, that's the reason why I bring certain people, such as Tommy, on to my platform. Because I want the good and the bad, but long as you guys is asking good questions and respectful questions. If can't, then yeah, we gotta do what we gotta do on our end as well.
M-Light, my movie's not called Fatherless American. And so what you would ask, ma'am or sir, is what is your movie about? Then if I answered it and it had anything at that point to do with if I have a child or not that you don't know about, because what makes no sense is why would an individual need to know about every aspect of my personal life in order for me to make a movie? You don't ask the Spider-Man dude what his personal life is, why he made Spider-Man. You didn't ask the dude from 9/11 what's his point of why he made 9/11. He just made the fucking movie. So why don't, after you watch the movie, M-Light, then you ask me if it's relevant? Because I don't think at any point in time it's relevant if I got 99 kids that you don't know about for me to make a movie called A Fatherless America, talking about how people are pushing fathers out of the children's lives. Now you know what my movie's about, sir, ma'am. My movie's about the difficulty that America makes it for a man when it comes to father's rights, when it comes to his ability to terminate his father's rights. See, a woman can have an abortion and straight kill a kid. A woman cannot be forced to be a mother, but a man can be. So that's what my movie's about, ma'am, sir.
Mr. The man have a good question. He says, Tommy, Tommy, are you worried about getting banned, and have you been banned from any platform, and do they accuse you of hate speeches?
I get blocked from a lot because it's easy for people to use hate, and that's what people have figured out. All platforms are afraid of hate, so all you got to do is just say you hate what you see. They tricked me on Facebook the other day. They asked me to come in this group and go live and answer the people's questions. So I did, like a dummy, and the same thing happened there like happened here, except on Facebook, they were able to just flag my stuff. What they're doing to you guys stuff right now, because even though they're fans of yours, or maybe they're not, because I don't know how many people you normally get watching the show. You got 143 right now.
Yeah, I average between 60 to 100.
Okay, so you got 26 dislikes right now. So what you got is a bunch of people who just came over here just to say we're gonna click dislike.
Exactly.
So you have to think about it. They're willing to destroy anything around me. I have friends that I don't go on their channel or do shows on it, like the You Dig. I don't go over there very often because they're going to flag it down.
Wait a minute. So you set me up? No, I'm just playing. I'm gonna say, so you set me up, DVD? No, I'm just messing. I'm messing.
No, I'm messing. Hey, you know what? I'm thanking Tommy for this, because me and Tommy, how long we been talking now?
This person just wrote Dvdking. Tommy paid Twitter trolls and hackers to ban him. And see, my whole thing is, if I really had a moderator, what I would do, and I'm not telling you guys what to do, but what I would do is I would just go ahead and hide them, every one of them who did it. Because these people who are coming to you right now, they're not even people who are normal regulars. They're just here to fuck with me. And I would not want them to be a part of my stuff, because I'm like, you're not going to be here when he leaves. So you're just coming here to just ruin what I'm doing right now, and I'm not going to let you do it.
Right, because M Light ain't never been on my side, but M Light made the comment that M Light said was off rack. Like, yeah, I follow Tommy, and I disagree with some of the stuff that he says all the time. So M Light basically put it out there like that.
Everywhere I go to, and it's saying the same crap over and over again. Do you have a son? 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 Over and over again. Just keep doing it.
So I will say this, since he did put that out there, if you guys want to comment to the left, you will be kicked out. So yeah, so all moderators that's in there,
this clown for buying subscriptions. That Justin Trick hadn't said not one thing but crap. And has not said one thing that's the truth, and just keeps doing it. Justin Trick.
Yeah, guy.
Exposed me for buying. I would like for someone to prove that I bought any one of my damn subscribers. But you just keep saying dumb shit.
Guys, if you think about this, wait, let's really think about this. Let's really think about this and really do the math. Let's really do the math on this real quick, because I've seen that a couple of times in the chat where it says, well, Tommy buys subscribers. Think about this, guys. If he bought subscribers, even on a small channel with probably like 1,100 people, he gets 1,000 people watching. So how is that buying subscribers? You guys gotta understand. I've been following Tommy. We done been on Flapadon's show. I done called on in his show. We done talked to each other. I done talked to Tommy. And the whole thing is this. I know for a fact, and watched his numbers grow. I know for a fact he doesn't buy subscribers. Now that I know for a fact, because I just see how many people just sit there and watch him. Now, you got to understand this too. Look at all the people that go after Tommy, and when they use his name, or how many people he get watching them just off of his name. So you got to understand that it's not subscribers. People are actually following Tommy and searching Tommy's name because of who he is, what he says, and everything that's being put out there. So I highly doubt if he's buying subscribers. Highly doubt that. Now, until somebody can point out some proof, next time you say it, you will be banned.
But it's the fact that they would even say this. You're buying subscriptions. Like, why are they not talking about? I simply said, I'm here to answer questions about what it is you claim you dislike about me. And they're still not doing it.
Go ahead. Well,
No, I got it. No, I got it. No, I'm doing it. I'm in the chat too, because you're gonna have more. The more he say stop, the more you're gonna have more people trying to challenge. So I do like that part though. You guys is funny. So Tommy, I can say I can say that most people that know that you have a platform, they come on and say, let me be ignorant. Because that's more or less what it is, guys. It's just more ignorance. And for me, if you're a person of color, then you should want to learn why he do what he does, why he say what he say, if you're a person of color. If you feel like he's saying something wrong, then yeah, you can address him on why you feel that way. But there's a way to address him on why you feel that way. Don't come on him sideways if you trying to get an answer from him. Come on, y'all. For the ones that follow me, come on, man. Come on. I ain't gonna keep asking y'all. And for some of the main ones that follow me, and I know they faithful followers, it'll beat me up to even wanna block you guys or even kick you guys out of the chat. But if I'm asking y'all, not Tommy, if I'm asking y'all to chill out, come on, y'all, chill out. If you don't want to ask the question, then don't say nothing. Don't even type nothing. And then for Africa, there's no movie. He was going to put a movie out, but I don't know why he didn't put it out, but he's not putting the movie out. Am I right about what I just said or no? Tommy?
No, I'm just fucking with them, telling them there's no movie because I'm tired of people telling me the movie's not coming out or asking me where's the movie. You didn't put any money in it. Why the fuck do a person who doesn't like me sit there and say where's the movie?
Oh, okay. So there is. So you see, but I asked. That way, if I'm asking, then I can get an answer. So from that answer, there is a movie coming out, but wait for it. I'm quite sure he will tell you guys when the movie is coming out. Just like what he's doing tomorrow. They kept saying that he was not going to be on that show. He was lying, but he's going to be on that show tomorrow. That's why I said, guys, if it's something that you don't believe, a lot of times we say what? Wait for it. So wait for it.
Let me address Justin. Justin said, I did put money into it, idiot. It's been 6 years with no movie. Here's what we're doing. We're live right on air. Justin, email me right now so you can prove how much of a liar I am. Email me right now, Justin, and I will email me your receipt. I will give you your money back right now.
He's calling you out, Justin, right now, man. He's calling you out.
Sounds good to me, Justin. It sounds really good to me.
Back, Justin, and you'll still get what you paid for.
It sounds good to me. GoPro says, I'm following you the longest, and I've always respected you in this period. But be honest, you have a person, especially be where it's working. Period. He called Sharon a B. No, I mean, like I said, I'm quite sure. Tommy, me saying it more than once, I'm quite sure Tommy knows by now. I don't curse on my show. I'm quite sure he gets that. But at the end of the day, guys, at the end of the day, yeah, I can tell him, you know what I'm saying, chill out on some of it. But again, it's like I'm telling him, it's like I can tell him to chill out on it. Then, like he said, respect breeds respect. So if y'all want him to chill out on the name calling, then stop asking ignorant questions to make him act ignorant. So if you don't want him to act ignorant, then show more respect to him if you guys want him to answer something. Yeah, do I agree with him calling her that? No, I don't. But again, at the end of the day, don't start nothing if you ain't look. If you Sharon, I'm quite sure Sharon knows how he is because she has followed him. I'm quite sure she has. So she knows she's gonna come at him. And like I said, guys, and this is gonna be the last time I say it. If you come at him foul, whether you come at him, if you come at him foul without calling him names, you know he gonna come back at you calling you names. He just said it. Not only that he just said it, he warned everybody in here. If you coming at me crazy, then expect me to come at you the same way. Now, yes, and I will say it. I don't condone it, but if he even warned me, Bo, I'm gonna let you know. So now, what am I supposed to say? What, Tommy, you wrong? I mean, so what? Am I supposed to agree with? I'm supposed to agree with Sharon if Sharon was wrong? Come on, y'all. I mean, y'all know if anything, I'm fair. If anything, y'all know I'm fair.
So be the thing. If somebody said they don't follow me, that's fair. If they've only watched one show on an accident, that's fair, Shrinking Sharon. Then what you do is, as a moderator, you'd moderate, not ask me questions. I would tell my moderators to do the same thing. Your job is to be fair and moderate, not to go in and try to ask questions of someone who you accidentally watch one thing about them. I don't know if I'd do that to someone.
This is what we're going to do, guys. This is what we're going to do, because it is getting late. It's kind of going to the left. And like I said, this is the Power Talk, and I need that show put together. And I'm the one that brought Tommy to the platform. Now, Tommy, me and Tommy have been going back and forth, with this for, a minute now. And I kind of knew it was kind of going to go left, but I didn't know it was going to go this way left. And I apologize to Tommy for it going way left like this, guys.
Yeah, me as well. I got 173 in here.
Yeah, you guys are supposed to come up in here and ask civilized questions. And this is what we kept telling you guys. Ask civilized questions and don't come and don't come at the person that hard far as going all the way left. And we know you guys. See, a lot of you guys that's going left, me and Bo know you, because we see you you follow us. You follow us. You know what we about. But just because you know his history, you guys are coming at him left. So this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try to set up a part 2 with Tommy, if that's okay with you, Tommy.
Yes, sir.
Because I do have my wife and my kids, and my kid, it is getting late. I gotta put my kids to sleep because they do got school tomorrow. And I'm gonna talk to my brother Bo. And guys, I'm gonna let you know this right now, and you guys can say whatever you guys want to say about me right now, because y'all always gonna talk about me. I don't care. Yeah. Hey, matter of fact, let's give Tommy a wrench real quick. Give him a wrench.
Gave him one. He got one.
Okay, you gave him a wrench. Okay. Right.
Yeah, he got one.
I'm gonna let y'all know this right now.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna let y'all know this right now. When part 2 comes,
I appreciate that, Sharon. I appreciate that.
I don't care if you guys have ever been on this panel, on my panel. Trust and believe, I will ban you myself, and then I'll take it up with Bo later. Point blank. And I'm saying it because the guests that are going to start coming on this show are going to be coming from me. And if you guys are going left with this one, I hate to see what y'all do with the rest of the people that come on. So, people that who you are that went left tonight. And this is not no hate at anybody. What does GoPro Donnie say? Hold on. I got put on timeout because I asked the question. You always say, ask the question, ask it again. Okay, GoPro Donnie. No, because I already got a problem with GoPro Donnie. GoPro Donnie, ask your question, man. Ask your question.
Yeah, let's see what question he asked. Go ahead, GoPro. Let's ask that one.
What it do, Tree? Hey, no, don't block Tree. Yeah, no, that's Tree TV. That's Tree TV. We know Tree. Yeah, I'm waiting on GoPro Donnie's question. But like I said, we gonna set up a part 2. Tommy, we can text back and forth with that. You know what I'm saying? FIRESTICK says keep them on your own show, Dvdking. Anyway it go, you have to understand. If Bo didn't want to do this, Bo didn't have to do this interview. Am I right, Bo?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, my thing is I wanted Tommy on here as well, guys. But the reason why I wanted him on here, because I wanted to get a little bit of intel myself. Of course, I could have went to DVD's channel to get the intel. I didn't think some of the people that did go left, I didn't think that some of them would go left. I thought some of the people that follow him would go left in the chat. And I wish that people would actually, because somebody said it yesterday. A key word for me is listen. That's a key word for me, guys, is listen. If you guys listen before you try and defend or go here and that, maybe some of the questions that you want to ask, maybe somebody else can ask them. And then again, if you don't like them, then don't ask the question. Don't ask. And here's what's funny to me. Some of the questions that were legitimate questions, he asked. When he got upset is when somebody was coming at him left. But I can see if he didn't warn you. If he didn't warn you guys and he just started off like blah, 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 then I get it. But he said, I'm on here, I ask any question, as long as it's a good question. If it's a bad question, then expect my wrath.
Okay.
Warning. Come on, y'all.
Now wait, I seen GoPro's question. GoPro, how is that an actual legitimate question? What you asked?
Why he said, why did that guy punch you in New York?
Yeah, how is that a legitimate question? That's like saying, if I walk out of here today and get robbed, you're gonna be like, hey man, why did I do down the street rob you?
Right.
come on, guys. Are you serious?
But I don't mind answering his question.
Okay, go ahead, Tommy.
You want to know why that guy punched me? Maybe you should go to that guy and ask him. That's the better person to ask, because you watched the video. You saw me answering his questions. I did the same thing. My dumbass thinks that I can actually have a conversation with you Negroes, and the majority of you can't, because you're only there to troll. And apparently that was his job, to troll. And because he had 300 niggas with him, he finally got up the nerve to swing on me when I turned. He didn't hit me in the face while I was looking at him. He hit me when I turned.
All right. So there you go. There you go. So, you know,
Tree says what? I mean, what was Tree question? Tree says, how do you dislike a digital entity?
He's talking about people. He's talking about people.
I was reading. I was trying to read what he was saying.
Yeah.
How about this, Dvdking? Sharon said, GoPro Donnie is not a troll. He's been here from day one. Who are you?
Okay, but wait a minute. But we all know what kind of question GoPro Donnie says. See, you got to understand this. And I'm not going to address it on this show. And I'm just going to say this. Everybody knows how GoPro Donnie goes to the left and stuff. Point blank. Y'all seen it live? Y'all seen it? When was that? Monday? On SUPERDELLTV?
But Dvdking, I got to point out something what just happened. That lets you know that Sharon's an asshole and she ain't got to like what I just said. Faith wrote one comment, and brother that runs this show, this the type of damn moderator you got on your show. Faith wrote this question. She said, is drug dealers in the hood doing gang activity and y'all worried about Tommy? Get these thugs off the street. She deleted her comment and timed her out for saying that. That's your fair moderator right there. But she ain't deleted none of them niggas talking shit about me. Not one. But she deleted a person who said, why are y'all mad at Tommy instead of the drug dealers? She got blocked.
You know, Tommy, I apologize. I do apologize. Some of the people that went left tonight are normals that we see on an everyday basis. And I didn't expect them to, you know, go left like this, especially on this channel. Now, if it was on my channel, then I would have expected it.
Yeah. Tommy, for the real deal, for his channel, it went super left.
Yeah, it would have went super left on my channel. This is another reason why I'm thinking, because I wanted to at least have it on neutral grounds to where you'll get the respect that is supposed to be deserved.
Right, because majority, I don't know if it was what everybody been drinking tonight. I don't know if it's what everybody been drinking tonight, or if it's just that people just do not like you that badly that they actually going left. Because if you look at any of my shows, Tommy, it do not go like this at all.
But it's the woman who said she only watched me once. Think about it. What kind of so-called married woman with kids would have that kind of hatred to where anybody who say dumb crap about me, she let it float? One person who says, why are y'all worried about Tommy? Why aren't y'all trying to get drug dealers off the streets? And they get blocked?
Right.
Okay.
Oh, she said I blocked her. You guys got what's up, real?
Y'all just, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You guys, if you guys are gonna go left like this with this guest, ain't no telling what other type of guest. And this is not a streaming type of guest. You guys gotta understand that he has nothing to do with Cody. No APKs, no nothing. And you guys don't go left on half of them people that do that stuff. But you guys are going left on him. And you guys, I'm so heartbroken on how this interview went tonight. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, look at this. Like, come on. I ain't never had to work this hard on blocking people, on removing people on this channel in a long. Now on my channel, yeah, y'all can come over there all day and trust and believe. I probably cuss y'all out my damn self. Y'all probably would have had me go left on my damn channel. But
y'all got me Wusan. Y'all got me Wusan. But I mean, at the end of the day, I get it. Tommy bring heat. I get it, y'all. I get it. He bring heat, but he bring heat because you guys are not listening to what he's saying. And I just said it again. Listen And then if you don't like what he's saying, then you can ask them so you can get a better understanding instead of doing what you do. Now I get you got trolls, and I get you that you got certain trolls that follow you. Because some of the other names I don't, they're not. But the ones that I do know, but the ones
we don't even know.
Right, but the ones that I do know, I can't say, come on, y'all. For the ones that I do know, if you don't want to respect Tommy, respect my respect me, because y'all know how I get down. I'd rather y'all say, Bo, some of the stuff that y'all said, Bo don't let Tommy say B, Bo don't let, I'd rather hear that than y'all getting at him. Come on.
I don't mind not saying it. The whole thing is when they weren't attacking me, you haven't heard me speak that way.
No, I get it, Tom. That's what I said. But my thing to them was is as many people were saying, Bo, get a hold of him. My thing is stop attacking him and ask him some educated questions. Then maybe he can act educated instead of acting ignorant as Negroes act. And Negro is a ignorant word if you don't know the definition of it. It's ignorant. Come on, y'all. That's what I'm saying. Stop. That's his. Here's the part that I do love about what's going on in my chat. Here's the part that I do love about what's going on in my chat. What he's trying to get you guys to understand is what y'all doing in my chat.
Okay, Serge says, Tommy, why do you have an issue with us light-skinned black, referring us to ourselves as black people? It's the only issue I have with you. I guess that's a girl then, or that's a guy.
But I don't. It's when mixed people say that they're black. They're not.
What do you mean?
If the woman who came on, who I was talking about today, she's as white as her father, looks just like her father, hair like her father, yet she gets to call herself black. Well, then what the fuck is my daughter then if she's black? White people don't accept them. Why would we accept somebody that white people don't accept? And most people who are so-called the black empowerment people, they believe that you are what your seed is. So if the father is white, then you're white. Why would somebody say the person is black when they do not have the same struggles as a black person? She even said it in her video, kept saying how mixed babies are cute. How mixed babies are cuter. That's why white people treat them different. She said this. So their struggles are different.
What do you mean, Cody, man? You said, but everything that comes out of his mouth is no good. What do you mean by everything that comes out of his mouth is no good? What do you mean?
See, that's what I mean. They make nebulous statements like this.
And FIRESTICK guy said that, Bo, it was a big mistake for you to do this. Let me explain something. I'm gonna leave it here with this. First off, I came to Bo with this. When I reached out to Tommy, I could have easily did it on my show. I could have did it, but I reached out to Bo because Bo is my brother. And I think that I'm going to be honest with you. I want to say it right here in front of Tommy. I'm a little bit ignorant when it comes to certain things in the real world of life. My brother is not. My brother is well educated. Now, I'm not saying I'm not educated, but I'm just saying that there's certain things that I will put a certain way, and it wouldn't have been a good interview with me by myself. I'm being honest with you. So at the end of the day,
here's the thing. I don't mind you if you're coming at me and saying, here's the tough questions. I respect it. That's your job.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Like if the person who's interviewing me says, here's the tough questions, I'll ask them. Remember, Sinetta asked me questions, and the questions I didn't want to answer, I just said I'm not answering it. But we and him didn't argue. He came at me with the so-called tough questions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The only reason now is because I was told that the people in the audience are going to ask me questions, so I had to look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm sorry, Tommy.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Why you wow me, Tommy? I mean, GoPro Donnie. Why'd you say wow? I mean, if you guys got to think about it. DVD came out. I gave him courage for one. Like I said, guys, he came at me with the situation. And again, I could have said no. I could have said no. I could have said I don't want to do it. But you got to think about it. I was interested in interviewing Tommy as well. But if DVD had the access to him and to get to him, and he was able to do a double interview, then again, why not do a double interview? Regardless if DVD felt like I'm more educated. And
and you gotta understand how many, you know, me saying that, and I'm not saying I'm stupid, because I'm not, but I'm just saying that you have to understand. I am 36. Tommy, how old are you?
I'm 42. I'll be 43 in a few days.
Okay. Bo, how old are you?
I'm 46.
Okay, so you got to understand this. A 36-year-old talking to two 40-year-olds, come on, they done lived life a longer more time than I have. I can't be on their level. Remember that. This is not like me interviewing somebody like Miss Mulatto, DJ Academics, somebody that's on my level. This was above my pay grade on this one, and this is the reason why I wanted my brother there with me, point blank. And if you don't like it, then I don't give two flying cares, because at the end of the day, I brought him to the table, and my brother could have said no, but he didn't. So now you guys are gonna hate my brother because he didn't say no?
You said whose show is this? It's my show, Erica. It's mine. At the end of the day, it's my show.
Y'all about to have me cut, and I stopped.
At the end of the day, it's my show. And Tommy, I got to commend DVD, because since he's been trying to go on the right path, he have not cussed. I don't know how long. Everybody knows that I don't. So that's why some of the people is a little bit that I'm allowing it. And again, it's not that I don't listen to people that cuss. Tupac is my favorite rapper. Doesn't mean I cuss. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but again,
I want to cut down on cussing too. Like I want to cut. There's a few things I'd like to do, like to be able to endure what people are saying a little bit longer. Because even with that sharing, I think the reason I responded to her that way is because I couldn't believe the moderator was talking to me, if that makes any sense. I couldn't.
No, it makes sense, but
I didn't mind until she said, I don't listen to your stupid program. Well, once you say that, then I was confused.
All right, wait, hold on. Let me address Faith. Faith, she said Miss Mulatto is not on your level. She's 20. I'm 21. You say you're 36. We're not in the same generation. I'm confused. Okay, let me explain something. Miss Mulatto is in rap. Miss Mulatto was on the rap game. So I knew what level she was on. She was coming from the music industry. I can relate from the music industry because I listen to rap. I listen to people like Jermaine Dupri. I've listened to, you know, who she grew up with and who she had an inspiration with. So that's why I say I can relate to Miss Mulatto. Tommy, I can't relate really to Tommy because you got to understand, Tommy is in a whole different breed of the black sector. I can't relate to FILELINKED.
I think what she was saying was, when you described it, though, I can understand what she's saying.
I can see what she's saying too.
Okay.
See, you convoluted kind of the thing.
When you said the A's, when you said the A's, yeah, you should have put the A's in there, D. So and that's the reason why, guys. That's the reason why he decided to have me on with Tommy, because I can clean up some of the stuff that he really wants to say, or he might say it the wrong way, whatever the case may be. He knows that I'll have his back if it goes there. You know what I'm saying? To where Tommy, you got to think about it. Tommy, he can be a little bit intimidating. And the reason why I say he can be a little bit intimidating because he's educated. So if you're going to come at him, you have to come at him the right way. If you come at him like colored, ignorant Negroes, I can't stand the words, y'all. But if you're coming at him that way, then yeah, I can act that way as well. Or do you want to be professional? What do you want? It's easy.
I wish we could have more progressive dialogue. Even the people who I talk about on my shows, no matter what it is I say about them, I give them an opportunity to come on the show and talk to me about what I saw. The woman who's been going at me, who said she wouldn't make another video and did make another video. The woman who was telling me I must hate my mama when we found out she hate her white daddy. The white daddy who lived in her house called her and her mama niggers from what she said. So why would black folks listen to this woman tell you about white supremacy when she used to wake up every day to white supremacy? Her white daddy. That makes no sense. Black people are easy to infiltrate. Nobody else allows you to do this. You can't infiltrate the Japanese people. Hell, they're 97% homogeneous. They all are Japanese. They don't have a bunch of people in there mixing.
I so love my subscribers. I love my two nephews. I have to repeat what you just said. She says, Tommy, thank you for acknowledging and you need for the acknowledging, and you need to have more patience with folks with different opinions. You do, guys. You do. I mean, it's his opinion. If you don't like it,
I had no problem saying it. I had no problem saying that. I wish that there were times, but there are people out there who wish they lost 15 more pounds, who know they need to work on losing 15 more pounds. I think you're a horrible individual if you can't acknowledge your own shortcomings. When the guy asked me, do I regret something? Didn't I answer his question? Even when you asked, Bo, you were like, what do you mean? I said, I think I know what he means. And I do have things I regret. And here's one of them.
Right, no, the pickpocket, I'm not, okay, pickpocket says it doesn't matter what race you are, or if the mouth is dirty, it's dirty. And of at any other time, others would have gotten booted or banned, then why was this allowed? Okay, I'm gonna say this. Who didn't act super ignorant on my channel that I booted? You gotta think about it. Tonight, pickpocket, tonight, DVD was a witness. Tonight when we went live, Silent Ghost was cussing. Did I boot him?
Yep, you're right. How many times have I came on this channel before I cleaned up my act? I was cussing, I never got booted. You guys gotta understand this. We all grown people. We all grown people. And y'all should have known, point blank. I mean, you guys watch Tommy's show. You guys say y'all follow him and do all this. If y'all really know Tommy, then y'all should know. If you guys come at him, he gonna cuss you out. He gonna make and point blank, he gonna tell you how it is. If y'all didn't know that.
But before that, when you read the name Tommy Sotomayor and you read interview, you knowing what to expect half of the time when you see the name. You know what? You got to think about it. Tommy didn't even know it was live. Oh, it's live? You know what I'm saying? He was like, oh, it's live? So for him to know that it's live, other people come in and see that it's live. You guys that follow him or don't follow him, my thing is, if you got a bad taste in your mouth, and you know how he's get down, then you know what to expect, especially once he knew it was live. If he didn't know it was live and he couldn't see the chat, then he wouldn't know what was being said. But now that he knows that it's live, he sees it. And if you follow him, the key word is follow, guys. You know how he get down if you come and left with him. If you guys follow me, for the people that don't follow me, I expect them to come in here and act that way. But the people that follow me, then like I did touch tone. When you guys thumbing down in the video, you ain't thumbing down. You're not dumbing down touch tone. You're not dumbing down Tommy. You dumbing down me. Think about it, y'all. That's what I said. If I wouldn't have to say, Tommy, show some respect on my channel, if y'all show respect on my channel. Should I say it again? I shouldn't have to ask Tommy to show respect on my channel if you guys show respect on my channel.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you.
Have no reason. Think about it. I would have no reason to go at. I would have no reason to just start cussing if somebody wasn't saying something about me.
Right. And Tommy C. I get that, Tommy C. If it's your first time getting a taste of Tommy, then that's a reason for you to go follow him then and then say, you know what? He's either bad or he either good for me.
And even think about this. They're still sticking on that one point. But guess what the truth is? I cussed at that one point and haven't done it since.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And black folks are wild for trying to tell me I shouldn't be cussing. But then they go and listen to that big old girl that say my nigga 5 seconds, fuck you every 5 seconds, that big old half breed. They don't mind going to listen to her when she cussing. They don't mind listening to these rap songs that's cussing. But all of a sudden, that's what I don't like. They find every excuse not to deal with what I'm saying by turning around and trying to say they don't like the delivery. Coming from a group of people who prides themselves on being rude. Black folks pride themselves on telling you like it is. Black folks pride themselves on being rude. Now, all of a sudden, the way that I'm saying it on my own videos is offensive. Yes, I said half-breed. She called herself a half-breed. She calls herself half-breed. So if you got a problem with me, FIRESTICK the shit, go over there and say that to her. FIRESTICK the shit, do me a favor. While you're typing, please go over there and say it to her. I'll give you the video in which she calls herself a half-breed, so you can go over there and correct her since you have a problem with me saying it, okay? I'm going to be looking for your comments inside of her comment section, questioning what she called herself. Let me get the link to it right now.
Go ahead. He's going to post the link for y'all.
So I'm going to see if he goes over there and calls her and tells her, how dare you say that?
I do appreciate Tommy coming through. This was a Power Talk Boknows interview.
Let's get some tacos. That's cool,
man. You know, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get some major feedback on this.
Nah, it ain't gonna be you. It's gonna be me. I mean, I'm not worried about no heat. I'm not worried about no heat. I'm gonna get from anybody. I'm not tripping off that. D, you good. D, I don't care what D, you good. You are good. And everybody that's listening, I got 186 that's listening. He's good. So if anybody want to throw some heat, come holler at me. Come holler at me. It's my show. We're not on his platform. We on mine. So with Shrink and Sharon, I will talk to her. I'm quite sure she's going to talk to me. I will talk to her. I mean, I didn't wish, and I hope that it didn't go down the way that it went down. But I mean, it did. I mean, I can't change it. So it is what it is. But she knew what it was before she got at him and went left with him. If it wasn't her, I guarantee you it would have been somebody else.
Well, you know,
it was just Shrink and Sharon that got the rap. I mean, it is what it is.
We've been promoting this show for the past 2 weeks, ever since, you know, we found out we were going to have Tommy. We've been promoting the show. So you guys already knew what was coming. You know, you guys already knew what was coming. So, like I said, at the end of the day, I do thank you, Tommy, for coming through. Maybe one day I can hop on your show, do a one-on-one with you, man, like you normally do. You know, maybe because I want to talk about them belts, man. You know, I'm a wrestling fan. I see you got all the wrestling belts, man. I want to highlight you about them belts, man. Because you know, I know you're a wrestling fan too. Because I see all the belts. You got to be a wrestling fan to have them belts. Because you got some historic belts.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got some historic belts.
I'm gonna say this for everybody that's saying it, and you hear, Tommy. So you hear before we let you go. For all y'all that's saying that he couldn't have called her a B. What else could he have called her? Or should he call her something, period?
What they're saying is I should have ignored the constant questions that the individual was asking when I was being respectful to them in the first place. What they're saying is I should now ignore a person who's making it obvious that they're being unfair to me by blocking somebody that was on my side who said nothing wrong. You think she apologized? While y'all saying I shouldn't have called that woman the B word, is she apologizing for blocking that woman for saying, why are y'all mad at Tommy and not the drug dealer? They got blocked for saying that. That's all.
You gotta look at it. So y'all said he attacked GoPro Donnie. I mean, my thing is, y'all think about it. If y'all coming in here, I'm looking at and we can always go back and replay everything. We can see where it actually started. So everybody that's defending. And that's my thing. And of course, I'm going to go back. Everybody that's defending, go back and look where he actually ended up calling her a name. Look at where it started it. Now, for the ones that do follow me, you know I don't condone him calling her a B. I can't stand when men go there. But again, look where it started at. So now, it says, first, I got thick skin. Second, nothing he said offended me. And if it did, I would have signed out. He did not call me a B, and I'm no big Tommy follower at Boknows. No, I get it, Erica. That's the thing. My thing is if you guys have followed him, or if you haven't followed him, my thing is follow the chat then. Because he tried to warn you guys, I tried to warn you guys.
But I think that's what Erica's saying. Erica's saying, I'm not getting called a bitch because I'm not fucking with the man.
Well, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So my thing is,
I'm not sitting up here messing with him either.
But my thing is, the thing that's bothering me is this, Tommy. This is the thing that bothered me. If somebody watched you one time, if they watched you 2 times, if they ain't watched you enough, but they seen enough to hear how you get down, then my thing is, then why would any of y'all come over here in my chat and act that way towards you if they know how you get down? You see what I'm saying? That's the point that I'm making. But then y'all want to address me and say, "Whoa, why would you let it go down?" If Shrink and Sharon never followed him, or never watched nothing, I'd have said, Tommy, whoa. But she said herself that she's followed him and looked at a couple of his stuff.
And kept making it be known that she didn't like me, just like how she blocked
That's what I'm saying. That's the point that I'm making. She made it known that she didn't like him. And I get it. I'm not saying that she shouldn't like him. Sharon, you have your opinion to not like him. I get that. But then if you're going to say, what you should have said was, I don't like you because of.
Thank you. It would have made it a lot easier.
That's what I'm saying, y'all. What you guys miss about Tommy is if you guys word stuff the way that it's supposed to go when you're asking him a question, just like he said, it makes it easier for him to answer the question. But he told y'all that. He told y'all that before the beginning.
Somebody named Tony Blackstar said, block people for agreeing with Tommy. Yes, you're being a bitch at that point. That he got blocked. But what he's saying, is it not true? Dvdking, is it not true? If you're the moderator and anybody that agrees with me, you block them, what would you call that? What would you say about that person?
Yeah, that's being fucked up. Well, that's being messed up. Sorry, that's being
wait a minute. Did Tommy make you guys?
Yeah, Tommy made me cuss for a minute, man. Cause I'm gonna be up looking like I'm saying the chat. Somebody then came at me, said I would say, look, guys.
Goodness, wait a minute. And I'm gonna say it for the umpteen thousand time, Danny Green. That's what I said. When it comes to listening, again, I'm not gonna say it again. If you guys was listening to what I said, you'd have heard me say, I do not agree with Tommy calling her a B. But, and I say but, he warned her before he called her that. Then what? I mean, my thing is, y'all want to put it on, Bo, do you agree with it? No, I don't agree with it. I don't. I'm screaming now. Do y'all hear me? I don't agree with it. But again, if somebody say, like a baby, that water is hot, and they stick their hand in there, come on, man. We grown here. Let's act like it. We grown, y'all. Let's act like it. Come on, man. This ain't that. So for the ones that follow me, this ain't that. I still get down with my get down.
Even Angel said, evidently Sharon had an issue with Tommy before he came on the show.
Exactly.
Do your job the way you're supposed to do it. They are black. I'm in here at the Trump right now. There are black people who work at the Trump. And I said to myself, why is it those black people are allowed to work at the Trump and nobody calling them coons? But I wear a Trump hat and I'm called a coon. Wouldn't common sense be they may dislike Trump, but they're not going to stop their money because they like Trump or because they dislike Trump? That's common sense. So I think if you're a moderator on the show, that don't mean you like all the guests that come in. But what would make you start blocking people who agree with the guest and letting people who call the guest name not get blocked? Remember, she blocked no one that was talking crap about me. How does that make sense?
Yeah,
so she called a B, but anybody that's calling me out my name, she let it ride.
You know what? Tonight the moderators was, they wasn't on their job. But guys, this is what we gonna do. We gonna end this show because I still have my kids and my wife is downstairs yelling. This is what we gonna do, guys. Tommy, you have a next show, not your YouTube show, but you have a next live show, and this is what I want y'all to do. If you guys are in this area and you don't like him, go to his show.
Thank you. I'll be in Houston, Texas on December the 15th. And I'll be in Atlanta, Georgia on January the 12th. You can buy tickets. The Atlanta show is almost sold out because that's home. The Houston show is still a few tickets left. I think it may be 1 or 2 VIP tickets left. The rest of them are regular. But have you noticed, I go around the country. None of these people have shown up yet.
So that's what I suggest to you guys. For all you guys that will be in Houston, Texas, December the 15th.
Yep.
We know we got some people from Texas in here. Now we know we got some people from Texas up in here because we get people that follow us from all over. So for all you guys up in there and you guys in here in Texas, why don't y'all go and then go confront them yourself? Then you can say you Billy back, okay? But other than that, guys, tonight was really I'm really upset on how this went. This is supposed to be a nice, humble interview. Asked the hard questions. He answered the hard questions. And you guys just went all in. And you guys really, I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm gonna say this. For none of y'all didn't let me down. I don't want nobody to think you guys let me down, because nobody let me down. My thing is for the ones that follow me, I'm gonna say this. You guys know how I get down. And if you guys know how I get down, then my thing is, whether it's touch tone, whether it's somebody upstreaming, whether it's somebody not upstreaming. My thing is, if you don't want to respect that person that I'm interviewing, then at least show me some. I get that you're angry. I get that you're mad. I get that you don't like them. But again, here's a secret, guys. Here's a big secret. Tommy, don't you got a platform?
Yep.
Did you just say yeah? He has a platform, guys. So if y'all want to attack him or come at him left or go to him or call him names and go left and right on it, then go to his platform and do it. So that way, then that's the part that you guys are missing. You're on my platform. Now, I'm getting messages from Bo, you losing subscribers. Bo, people don't like you now. Bo, you wrong now. So at the end of the day, if you truly follow me, if I see you on my next live show, Boknows gonna see you. If I don't see you on my live show, come on, man. I'm still gonna get down the way I get down.
And that's what's sad, that they're even trying to say that to you. You're losing subscribers when number one.
I'm good. For me, Tommy, I'm good. At the end of the day, I come on here and I do what I got to do. Now, if I'm wrong for letting you say a couple of words, yeah, like I said, I took my man up and said, yeah, I'm wrong for letting you go a little bit left with your mouth. But at the end of the day, if you didn't say, hey guys, if you guys ask me questions, we can keep going the way we're going. If you guys keep asking me questions, we can go the way we're going. Not only that, my thing is, I will go back. And I look and I heard him say, I heard you say, I'm telling certain people, because you called him out by name. Hey, why are you asking me this? Hey, why are you sending me that to me? Yo, and then so if y'all keep at him when he's warning y'all, because half of y'all are saying that he didn't warn you. So my thing is, we can always replay this back and see if he did warn some people before he called anybody a name. We can go look back and see before he called anybody a name. Now, again, I'm not saying he's right for calling her a name, but what I'm saying is he called out a couple people names that was attacking him and said, why are you asking me that? Why are you saying this? Can you ask me a legitimate question? Can you, whatever the case may be? He said that. So for him to say that, come on, man. He asking y'all, and he asked y'all in a nice way.
And I'm really tired of these people saying this, that's a woman. You don't speak to a woman like that. Like the woman said in there. Yet they don't stop all these rappers using that word, and they don't use the women calling each other that every day. Sup, bitch, to each other. No one stops them. So you want to pick and choose when men or when a person shouldn't use this word. But you don't pick and choose when I asked simply, stop asking me stuff that has nothing to do with what you've seen me do on video. That's a good premise to start off a show with an individual. You claim you watched his stuff and you don't like his stuff. Yet none of the questions are about my stuff. That doesn't make sense. How am I going to say I don't like GM cars and yet I have no questions about the GM cars and why they suck? I have no questions about it.
All right, guys, we gonna in the show. Y'all know where he's gonna be at. Tommy, I appreciate you coming through. You know what I'm saying? And to everybody on here, you know, thank you.
DVD.
What?
It's okay, man. Breathe. You good? Breathe. You sound like you lost your best friend, man. Breathe.
No.
It's a show. It's a show.
I know how he feels though. He had an idea of where he wanted it to go, and it didn't go there. Because I'm disappointed too. I honestly, when we talked before, I thought we were going to have the people who dislike me be able to come over along with him and just ask me real questions about why do you say this? Why do you do this? Why did you do that? Why did you say that? Do you believe this when you say this? To me, that's how you put me on the hot seat. If you believe that my stuff is so bad, then you question it. Make me answer for it.
Right. And that's my thing. I like that you said that, because that you do. You put them on a, excuse me?
What, where?
No, Damon Brown. So wait a minute. So Damon, is you telling me that, Damon? Is you saying that to me, Damon, or is you saying who is you saying that to, Damon? Do not delete his message. Do not delete his message. Damon, are you referring to me? My question is to you, Damon Brown. Is you referring to me? Yes or no?
You know what?
No, D, chill out. This this my platform. Y'all, Damon Brown. Do not delete this message, y'all. Damon Brown. I'm not Tommy, but since you saying it about me, I appreciate you. Trust me. I appreciate you. D, I appreciate you. Because I'm not Tommy. You know I'm not gonna go left with you. It takes two to tangle, baby, and I appreciate you. So on that note, I'm gonna say it like this. Because Damon, you follow me, and I know you follow me. So my thing is, since you think that way of me, I appreciate you. Not only that, baby. Not only that, Tommy, I appreciate you for blessing my plan. I can't even talk right because he got me a little heated. DVD, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for bringing them to my channel. For the ones that don't like that he came on my panel, ain't nothing I can do about that. But I appreciate you for tuning in. So at the end of the day, y'all, y'all know what I say with me ending my show. So any of y'all want to talk to me, holler at me, y'all know my credentials. Other than that, y'all know how I get down and what I say before I end my show. Tommy, me, that. Y'all have a good night, y'all.